You are listening to Larry Conners, USA.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
This is Larry Conners USA. Larry Conners USA.
I woke up this morning, got myself a gun. Mama always said I'd be the chosen one.
This administration's response has been lame. It's been lame on this whole issue. Now, I wish they had as much passion, or I wish they had half the passion that they have for going after Republican state legislatures and Republican governors and Republican members of Congress. I wish they had half the passion that they have against the Republicans that they do against the tyranny in Cuba. Just half. Not all of it, just half.
Just half. Just give us half the concern. The words of Senator Marco Rubio, Republican of Florida, July 15, 2021. And yes, we still have Cubans demonstrating against their government. We don't know exactly what's happening. The internet's been shut down, a lot of communication shut off, because that's the way dictators and communists operate. Shut off the information if you don't like it, like big tech does in this country. Here's a typical example, however, of Democrat hypocrisy. Biden has our southern border open, and we hear pleas and pleas from them and cries, and we've got to sympathize. These people are escaping. They're coming here for asylum. Coming to the U.S. and claiming asylum is a legitimate reason to come, but most of them are coming for economic reasons, and or they're just being shipped across by drug cartels and so forth. But while they're claiming on the left that we want to help those seeking asylum, Cubans really need asylum. They're on that communist island. They've been under tyranny and communism for 60 plus years. They really need asylum. And yet this administration is now telling them, don't come. Don't come here and ask for asylum. You will not be let in. They don't want the Cubans. They want everyone else, but not the Cubans. Well, there's got to be politics behind it, right? Yeah, because they're fearful the politics would say that Cubans are going to favor more Republican views. And, in fact, it's already been stated with the way the administration is acting, Biden-Harris, they've lost Florida for years to come for the Democrats. We're going to have J. Michael Waller, Center for Security Policy, joining us later. He's an analyst with them, and he's going to tell us how Cubans can actually defeat the communist regime, maybe without any outside help. You'll want to hear that story. Also, John Daniel Davidson, senior editor at Federalist, on how Biden administration is already making our southern border crisis even worse. And we have more evidence that the Pentagon is using our military to move illegals deeper into our nation. We talked about that previously. We're going to get into that as well in more detail. And Tucker Carlson, using some information provided him last night, backs up what we told you about a week and a half ago. Military bases are now being used to help transport. We were told, or at least the word originally was military planes. I still don't know if it's full military planes and or a combination of commercial flights, but they're in and out of U.S. military bases. I got an email I want to share with you because I want you to understand the purpose of this program. A lot of folks say, oh, you're a conservative radio program. I don't listen to conservative talk. Well, if you know me, I have strong conservative values, yes, but I also have some independent views, and I have some that many would consider liberal. But I got this email from Diane, a constant, solid listener. She said, I thank you always for clarifying your program as patriotic. You look at both sides, but always the truth first. We are all Americans first, and we live in the greatest nation on earth. I thanked her for that, sent a message back, and I'm using it and the letter I gave her, the response, to share with you. I am pushing this program as patriotic for the very reasons she mentioned. In fact, I've directed my webmaster to promote that LCUSA is all about patriotism more than just a singular political view. You can be of any, all, none, or a mix of political views and still be a patriot. Our nation has and continues to evolve, but we should always remain true to our founding principles of freedom and liberty, law and order, equality, respect for all, regardless of color, religion, ethnicity, or political persuasion. Those who want to radically transform our country, constantly tearing it apart while enjoying and profiting from our nation's liberties and wealth, they are the enemies of patriotism. So where do you stand? Let your friends and family know we're here. Lock and load, ready on the right.
You can hear podcasts of this program at Larry Connors USA Facebook. Larry Connors USA Facebook.